for not only the five senses, but also the so-called spiritual senses, the practical senses will, love, etc. In a word, the human sense, the humanity of the senses. All these come into being only through the existence of their objects. Through humanized nature, the cultivation of the five senses is the work of all previous history. The supersession of private property is therefore the complete emancipation of all human senses and attributes. But it is this emancipation precisely because these senses and attributes have become human subjectively as well as objectively. The eye has become a human eye, just as its object has become a social, human object made by man for man, the senses have therefore become theoreticians in their immediate praxis. They relate to the thing for its own sake, but the thing itself is an objective human relation to itself and to men, and vice versa. Need or enjoyment have therefore lost their egoistic nature. And nature has lost its mere utility in the sense that its use has become human use. Anja Heiser Weiser Flowers, Cosmos Against Nature in the Class Struggle of Proletarian Trans Women ***, supposing that we have produced in a human manner. Each of us would in his production have doubly affirmed himself and his fellow men. I would have, 1. Objectified in my production my individuality and its peculiarity, and thus both in my activity enjoys an individual expression of my life, and also I looking at the object have had the individual pleasure of realizing my personality, was objective, visible to the senses, and thus a power raised beyond all doubt. 2. In your enjoyment or use of my product, I would have had the direct enjoyment of realizing that I had both satisfied a human need by my work and also objectified the human essence and therefore fashioned for another human being the object that met his need. 3. I would have been for you the mediator between you and the species and thus been acknowledged and felt by you as a completion of your own essence and a necessary part of yourself, and have thus realized that I am confirmed both in your thought and in your love. 4. In my expression of my life, I would have fashioned your expression of your life, and thus in my own activity have realized my own essence, my human, my communal essence. Karl Marx, The Paris Manuscripts.